Hear me at
Sorry.
all. Okay. No, don't reboot, Karen. Jason took off the mute. We put on the mute before we start, and we did not take it off. Good morning, everybody.
Let's start that again.
All right, so Jason was talking earlier, and he was saying some stuff, and now I'll say some stuff. But mostly we're here because we made a boo-boo the other day. On our email, we have the date wrong. The email said the Jade show is tomorrow, Sunday. That was correct. And then we put some text below it where I put the show is on Saturday, May 18th. No. Yes. Saturday, May 18th. It's supposed to read Sunday, May 18th. So I apologize. It is tomorrow. Just like the graphic says, show on Sunday. But just in case someone came in today and was like expecting to see Jade at 1 o'clock, I said, Jason, let's just be there. And our friends who normally come at 2 o'clock, if they happen to be cruising around and they get a notification, they'll be here. But let me give you some bonus information today about Jade. So many of our customers ask us questions. What does this mean? What is that? How do you use this? And I mean, those are really valid questions because a lot of the Jade pieces coming out of China, they have holes in places we don't know what to do. They have, some don't have holes. Some just use the carving areas to use. Some have really teeny tiny holes. So we thought we could cover that with you today. So you can ask us questions. We're going to do a couple demonstrations. I have some pieces and I'm going to basically bead with you till 2 o'clock. So this is like a nice relaxing time. So run, go get your jade, go get your beads. If you have questions or you need help with it, we are here. You can always come in, call us, FaceTime if you want to hire us to do design work for you or to do soldering work or whatnot. But we're going to show you different pieces and go, what can you do with it? All right. I have at least, I think, 3 or 4 projects that are underway. One of them is going to be a stretchy cord bracelet. One is a silicone bracelet. One is an earring. And if you did come today, I have one special for those of you that are here cruising with us, which is the gourd in pairs. Now, most of you will say, what are the meanings of these? Let me show you what I did. Okay. If you go to our website, go to our website and you go to the bottom. On the bottom of our website, we have blog posts. If you go to the Jade blog post, right here, look, I'm kind of putting it right there. Close that out. Jade blog post, and you click on it. Click on it. In the blog post itself, there is a line that says, download your Jade decoder. Trying to hold it in the, well, in the blog post, it says download your Jade charm decoder. What we did was we took all of the most popular Jade shapes and I made a chart to tell you what it means. Because honestly, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot. There's ginseng, gourds, heart, peach, ingot, lotus, longevity, double happiness. And then there's Chinese characters. I did it all for you, okay? That way, when you want to buy something and you want to know the meaning as you put it on your body, you are now set, okay? So the gourds, they are, and I'll just tell you, well, the gourd, if you think about the shape of the gourd, it is very feminine, it is very curvy, and it is about abundance, fertility, you know, and like good fortune, health, long life, prosperity. So when you think about all of those things and you look at the shape, boop, boop, it looks like these. So Jason loves this shape so very much. These are all jade, and look at the nice quality of them. Look at the translucency. So that translucency is a very nice quality of jade. You might have seen like a lot of the opaque jades that are on the market. Those are sometimes they're not jadeite, which is a very nice quality. They can be nephrite because there's 2 different kinds of jade. I'm always constantly saying that because I always forget myself. Like, look at this green one. That's pretty bomb right there. Now these do have holes, so you can wire wrap it. So if you have the skill set to wire wrap it, you're in luck. Look, you can turn them into gourd earrings. I know June's gonna make some charms. So today, just today, I want to show you that our friend June, no, who came? Joan. Joan came in and she was sorting through them, and look, she made pairs. Now, the pairs are only $24. Why? Because it is a special for you, a jade gourd pair, $24. And if you want to get it, because you're in today's preview,
Here, I'll give you something they can use. Give me 1 second.
then we will, just today. Now, how much jade do we have? We got a big jade shipment on loan. There is a family locally that used to sell jade years ago, and the parents are now they're now abed, and so they're not selling anymore. So we have the opportunity to share their old collection, which we are doing tomorrow. But because of my boo-boo and I'm here today, if you want a jade pair and you can make earrings, go ahead and let me know. This is the only jade I'm planning to show and sell today. The rest of it will be demonstrations and Q&A about jade. Okay? Take a look, because they're cute and they're tiny. So the pieces of these gourds are, oh my gosh, how, like 11 millimeters? Less than half an inch. So sweet. Now we have a bunch of jade that is not paired. So if you don't like pairs, come tomorrow and then you can pick from it. Also, if you are in our premium membership, our Ohana Premium, just know that you do have the opportunity to shop from the videos that I showed there as well. So you guys got the first look. Okay. While you're thinking about this, if you want to see it again, let me know. I'm going to just jump right in to talk about what to do with the carved jade pieces. So I made a boo-boo. Go on Instagram for another hour or so and you'll see it there. And I looked at this piece not as the Chinese character or even Japanese character. I just looked at it as a bead and I go, ooh, look at these holes. I can slide a chain in here and wear it. Took a picture, posted it, and then I forgot. This is how you read the character. And do you know why I should have known that? Because
you're gonna tell them, huh?
That's my name in there. So the top one, Yoshi in Japanese, this is my name, Yoshida. So that is good fortune and rice patty. So good fortune, rice patty, right? So this is double happiness. So do you see the top and then the mouth? And so the hieroglyphics, the glyphics of this, if you want to know, it means like there is a drum, the banging of the drum, and this is like an open mouth, and that's the joyous sound that comes out. So the way double happiness works is you have that written once, then you have it written again twice. So this is hand carved. Isn't that super cool? Hi, Janine. So when you're looking at it, double happiness, here is the character once, twice, and by doing it 2 times, it doubles the happiness. So there is a top and bottom and a way to read this, which I totally did not do. Again, I was being the beater going, oh my God, look at those holes. So that means that if you want to use it, you have to use this hole at the top. So here comes the lesson on how to design with something that you're like, oh, what do I do with those pieces? Well, right here, because there's a hole, you can put a pin in, and then you could make a bail. But I was like, what if you don't? What if you just string through the middle hole and you make a bracelet? Isn't that cool? So this piece here, we have hand carved. We have this one, an oval one, and then a large one. So if you're interested in double happiness, this is something too you do for celebration, for weddings, I guess anniversaries, graduations, anything that you want to give felicitations of double joy. Hey, that's so cool. So that's the first piece that I wanted to talk about. The second piece was, well, the first was the gourd actually, and how to deal with these teeny tiny holes. Whenever you buy jade, look for the holes. Okay. Look for the hole because they're usually really tiny, like 24 or 26 gauge. So these will be in tomorrow's show, but this is the one preview I wanted to share with you in case you want to do earrings. These are cute. Okay, now, just so I'm not rude, if anybody's interested in any of these, can you let me know? Because then I'm going to pull mine and make a sample. I'm going to take HH16. I'm not trying to take one that I hope somebody else wants. I also like HH19. That one's super cute.
So a lot of these, they kind of look like ocean jasper or moss agate.
Oh my gosh.
In the inclusions, but it's not really an inclusion. It's actually jade color running through there.
These are also cute. Okay, I'm going to take HH2. And then I'm going to show you a flower thing. Okay, so let's say you want to make an earring with this. I'm going to get some wire and I'm just going to wrap something really simply. So today what we're doing right now is more of a will it work or won't it? The wire box. So, and then Jason's going to talk about making a bangle.
And complications if there are any.
I can do this in gold or silver. So if you have a wire gauge that you've made, you can bust out your wire gauge right now so that you can poke and see what fits. 24 is nice. Like if it fits too tight, don't pick that wire. Oh, I'm going to do gold.
Guess who likes HH2?
Karen, did you want HH2? If you do, I will hold those on the side for you and I will pick something else. That's hilarious.
16 then.
I made, okay. That's HH2. I'm putting it back in case you like it, Karen. I'm going to take HH16. If somebody wants HH16, go ahead and give a holler. Yes. So now I'm going to make earrings with that one.
Our Ohana cracks us up, you know? They have like the same
taste as us. Yes.
They do.
Well, that's nice. It's very
is
nice.
nice.
Yes, it's bluish. So I got to tell you about this collection here. This is a very excellent collection that we are having at an excellent price. We wanted to make sure that everybody that we know can access amazing prices on this amazing jade. Now, we've seen things like this go for sale as a very simple earring at 5 times the price we're selling it at. I don't want you to think that the quality of ours is poor because of the price. We're just doing it at a price. Allison, Jason, and I were like, let's just do it at a really great price so everybody can have jade. Yes, there is blue here. Okay, so if you guys want to see anything, I am now going to make something with this one. So now I'm switching to 26 gauge because I do want it to have room when I make the curve. When you're making a curve and you want to make sure that it can clear the top of, Karen, you're so funny, the top of your pendant or whatever it is you're making, I am going to make sure that my loop can be big enough. Okay, so. And then I'm going to look at it from the side. Jason, do you think I should, and sometimes what I do is I put the diameter. Look at my Miffy Band-Aid. Is that ridiculous? I found that to put on my cut.
And it's a Miffy, huh?
Yep. So you want to see if you can clear the with the size of your loop. So I think I'm going to try it with that size. It might be too big, but at least you'll know this is number 2 on the wrap and tap. So a lot of the jade that we're showing you tomorrow is also borrowed from the collection as
Like how
the
you can
family,
borrow, no?
yeah, as the family had said, sure, show it off, and you know, bring it back to us after. And I was like, okay,
We will.
thank you. There's nothing better than a very fun taking beads out for a field trip feeling. And then we can show you things that we normally would not carry, right? Which is pretty darn cool. Now, if you want to see anything happening today, this is a great time to jump in and participate because I'd love to hear your opinions. If you're like, oh, can you put a Swarovski crystal with that? Can you put a white pearl? Yes, I most likely can do all of those things since I have them. So here's one. And if you, let's say you want to put a bead above it, okay?
You want a little gold bead, or you want a bead bead?
I have this like plated pyrite, but I think a gold bead might be nice. I don't know. Let me see if anyone has something that they want to see. You know, like in our dollar tiny gems, that may be cute.
You have like a
So
10 boxes of it.
no, you know what it is? I'll take some the white pearls or something like pearly. I find that when I'm working with Jade and Jade looks good together. Jade and little pearls look good. Jade and what else? Oh my gosh, anything that doesn't overwhelm the softness of the jade. Oh, okay. I have tiny gold balls as well. Oh, thank you, thank you. I have. Okay. Oh, that's so cute. It's so dainty and so tiny. So we have a good luck, good fortune with it. I made that first loop on number 2 of the wrap and tap. Oh, this is so small. And then the second loop is going to go perpendicular to the first one. And then I'm going to make this one smaller. You know, I'm going to make it a lot smaller. I'm going to use my Lindstroms. Okay. I just want to make sure that it's a lot smaller so that the earring doesn't get too large overall in size. So teeny pearl, wire wrap, and then ear wire. And we're done. I have an ear wire in my lunch bag, a gold one that I've been carrying around for a long time. I'm like, I should run and get it. Okay, here is one sample earring. That's pretty cute. I'm going to make the other, and then if you want to see it with a gold ball or a little crystal, I can make another one. I'll sell these finished ones in the store, but I'm going to suggest you make your own while the DIY option is available, and we sell these cuties by the piece or just in DIY form. Oh, these are cute and so dainty. This would make a really nice graduation present, it being jade. So there's 2 kinds of jade. There's nephrite and jadeite, and these are jadeite. This is gorgeous, gorgeous quality. And you can't find them anymore because the stock is definitely over 10, 15, 20 years old since they did go out of business over 10 years ago. Isn't that cool? So here is earring parent number 1 with tiny white pearls. Excuse me. Miss Waffles has been shedding a lot. Her fur. Now this shape here is a traditional donut called P-I. And this is a sign of heaven. The donut with a hole in the center. So there's a heavenly aspect of heaven, the sun, and then the earth, right? So with all of that being held in that one tiny donut, and donuts come in all different sizes. This is just one donut that I have that happens to be Jade. This is in our collection too. Woohoo, they're so cute. Joan did make a couple pairs of this. I wasn't sure how to use it, but what if I wrap it? Let's just try. Up on the sides.
Can do. You can do it.
Like this. Okay. And then I'm going to wrap it. You know, everyone always asks, do you have classes? And I was like, no, we actually don't need classes because everything we do is pretty much shown on video. So I hope you guys are beating along. And now that Facebook's going to be deleting all lives after 1 month, I'll do my best to archive these somehow on YouTube. Okay, so I'm just going to wrap that short little piece around. Kind of get it as tight as I can. And now I will add a bead. Sorry, this piece of wire I'm working with is like 4 feet long, so I'm gonna put it on the side. I was gonna put this jade bead here. You can look at it and tell me what you think, but I wonder if it's too big or is it cute? Ooh, it's kind of cute.
Mm-hmm. We've done that design before with the larger things, yeah. Those are cute.
That's a double jade. I'm gonna put jade on the top and see.
Mm-hmm.
That is so cute. So the tiny discs, I think, are, I don't know, $8, $12.
I can check.
The donuts. Well, they'll be in the show tomorrow. Oh my God, little ball on top, right? And these beautiful green jades up here, these are $24 each. This earring is cute. All right, I'll keep going and wire wrap it. And you're welcome to make anything that I am making. Please do. Or if it launches your creativity, your heart is beating along. You're so funny. Okie dokie. So wrapping the donut, or you can use the donut like a spacer bead. One moment, and I'll show you on my bracelet where we did that. Oh, I love this earring. So that's the earring with a spacer. And the same spacer here in a different color is on the stretchy cord. There's two. That's such a nice accent. And as you can see, jade comes in all different colors. Okay, so that's project number 2. And then at 2 o'clock, we are going to move into our show mode of showing you what we have for Gemini. And then after I finish this earring, I'm going to let Jason hop in, and he's going to talk to you about making a bangle bracelet, how to pick the bead, what to do if the bead hole is too small, and so on. And then he is going to be doing a soldering class video with a live Zoom for the premium members. Is that this month or next month, Jay? When are you doing your soldering Zoom for the Ohana Premium? I cannot remember.
I can't remember. I have to go look at the thing.
Okay, well, he will get you your date so you can attend. So that's earring number 2. So that hole on this side, hang on one second, I'm going to look at the thank you, Jason. On this side, the hole on this bead is a little bit larger. So I'm going to turn it upside down and see if that helps it not fall so deep onto, yeah, the hole on the other side is a little bit smaller so it doesn't sink onto my wraps. So always check your holes. Next bead jam is tomorrow at 10:30, Karen. I'm excited. Maybe I'll be making more of these earrings. Because I know for graduation, people like to come in and just pop in to get ready to go things. I think these are awesomely sweet. So Jade is about friendship, good fortune. The green is amazing for the heart chakra. Why does my camera not want to focus this year? I'm sorry, I noticed that most of what I'm showing you is blurry. Can you please comment and let me know like what you guys see? Yeah.
So,
but Karen, you've been watching for a little bit, and can you comment and let me know like how much of it that I'm doing is blurry? Because once I'm looking at the earring and the tools in my hand, I can't see the screen. And I'm sure you guys are like, oh, I don't want to complain, but please complain, because otherwise I have no idea if what I'm doing is sharing with you guys. So I will be looking for any kind of reviews on if you can see what I'm doing or not. Okie dokie. So, Jade ideas. Stretchy cord, little earrings. I am wearing the donuts, oh my gosh, as a necklace. Let me take off my necklace. So I just strung it on this really thin chain. Thank you, Janine. I will try to, I'm trying to think, what can I do? Because if I keep it too far away, I can't see it with my own eyes to do the movements. But then if I bring it too close.
Which do you prefer to have? Because
I probably prefer to have my hands closer to my face now that I'm older. So these are the 3 donuts.
That's it.
And it doesn't come off, toot, because I wire wrapped a ring at the end. Isn't that cute? Body, mind, spirit, baby. So I got 3 little jades on there. What else do I have today? Oh my gosh. And I want to show you the Ruyi. Like this. This is another piece. Look how green that is. So a Ruyi is the top of a scepter. And it is symbolic of the statement, as you wish. Because this was the head of the town. It was like a staff that he would hold, and the Ruyi is at the top. So it's for someone who makes decisions, is in power. So the symbolism of wearing the Ruyi is you got it all going on, as you wish. Oh, our building is shaking. Must be a big truck going down the street. I was like, oh no. Okay. The tiny apple green is so cute. Okay, I have one more thing to show you. It's a flower. Jason, do you think you can talk to our friends about our Jade donuts or your Jade project? And I'm gonna go get my project.
I'm gonna pull that one. This one is
so okay. If you guys are interested in another piece like this, we have 2 more.
The oval ones.
Oh my god, this is cute. Whatever you're doing. Okay.
Well, I'm just gonna tell them about hole sizes, and even they look the same, they're not the same. Hey guys, it's Jason. Thanks for coming early to our Jade intro. Again, this is just a Jade intro. Jamie and I are just showing you a few of some picks, classic shapes that we find a lot in our specialty show. This specialty show. The barrel is one of the more traditional shapes, as you can see here. You will find the barrels in an assortment of colors, ranging from this light, almost like this aquamarine blue-green, to the purples, which we don't have anymore, one of our friends. And then you can see how this one's a little bit lighter and has a shade of that bluey purple kind of white color. You'll get the oranges, you'll get dual colors of the yellow, you'll get a mossy green. These are all jade. Much like you guys saw in the gourds, you're going to find that colors that bleed in to the colors like so. See that? These aren't heat treated or anything of the sort. These are just cut in a way which have beautiful color rendition, which is really neat. Sometimes I think that this particular batch of jade rivals tourmaline. As you know, tourmaline can come in a number of colors, ranging from blue all the way to green to yellows, reds, the whole assortment. It's because of the mineral content. And similarly, the jadeite, which these are, come in those beautiful colors. Hi, Anne. Hi, Amy. Good to see you guys all early with us today. In about 20 minutes, we'll go to our Gemini show, which will be totally fun. So not all bead holes are made the same. Jamie was saying, wow, you got some cool stuff. I do. I just wanted to show you that these barrels here, which we'll have tomorrow, are fun. The holes are relatively big, and I say relatively because it'll fit through some chain, not all chains. Again, some chains, not all chains, and it'll fit through some wires, but not all wires, meaning that if you guys are deciding to make like a jade bangle, which I'm going to make a sample for the store, these are drilled accordingly. They're drilled really large to put through chain. These were built for necklaces and whatnots. This is this beautiful apple green jade that we have in the shop. Notice how deeper green it is. This is a different batch than this. How do I know? Hole size. These were meant for stringing, either in for charms or bracelets. You can use your wire tester to test out the holes. This is an 18 gauge hole tester. Goes in there easily. Probably can fit a 16, if not. This wire that I used here, this is 12 gauge. Hey, Ruth. Tomorrow's live is at 1 p.m. HST, Ruth. So you'll get a notification tomorrow. It's also on the Bead Gallery webpage or Facebook page. And then we'll also announce it in the Bead Ohana on our webpage. If you guys aren't familiar with the Bead Ohana, we are up and about on the webpage. We have lots of fun things to talk about. We have specials on there too. So sign up for the Bead Gallery Ohana on thebeadgallery.com. If you're not on there, please come and join us. We do stream both on Facebook and on YouTube. But if you guys want to see what we do, pictures and whatnot, things that we're doing, we have our Bead Gallery Ohana on thebeadgallery.com. Sign up. There's a link on the main page, on the home page, that you guys can get to. So getting back to this bead and this bead, they're relatively the same shape, but this is built for necklaces, as you can see by the large hole. The large hole is almost 3 millimeters. This one here is a little bit over 1 millimeter, meaning that it's about 16 gauge. But this I cannot put through here. But later on today, I am going to drill this out so I can put it onto here. Okay. Of course, the cost difference is very different. You don't make it this big without it having a large, a more expensive cost. this apple jade, this beautiful apple jade, which I only have one of these left. Another collector picked one up. We actually only had two of these. This particular one we have left. It is a beautiful, beautiful apple green jade. Fits 12 gauge. This one here is a barrel. I believe this one is also about 120 maybe. I'm not too sure. This is a little bit more. Come to the show tomorrow, you'll see more of these. This barrel here has a large hole. These are great for necklaces that a lot of are passed on as heirloom jewelry. You can ask our friend Nancy, who has one of these beautiful apple green barrels that she wears every single day. It's from her mother, and these are going to be passed on. A lot of these jade pieces are heirloom and will be passed on from mother to daughter, father to son. Just depends on what you're doing. And last but not least, this gray jade, often called black jade, often called charcoal jade. One of my favorites. This comes with a 4mm hole. You can use this for pretty much everything and anything.
Hi, Taylor.
Hey, Taylor. All right, so that is a fun little bracelet that you can make with these large bead holes. You can also put it on chain. You can slide that right onto chain. That'll fit on there. That'll fit on there. Look at that, how easy that was.
That's cute.
Yeah. So it fits right on your chain that you can wear every day. And so as well as this tube bead, which I like a lot. I might pick one up.
Are these gals ready to start learning how to do soldering?
I don't know. I have to go check the dates. But yeah, this beautiful jade piece, kind of fun. But yeah, all holes are not made the same as, and all pieces aren't made the same, as we found out with the double happiness. How it was drilled for upside down. That was weird though, right? Wouldn't you think? Oh, I know why. So for the tassel, exactly, made for the tassel, loop on the top. They're gonna glue on a bail, and then they can do what they need to do to it. Right? That's it. So Jamie has another project to show you guys. I'm gonna mosey on over. I'm gonna mosey on over.
And then I'm gonna have you wrap it up with a project. Before you leave though, because we sold the other bracelet, do you think we could talk about this real quick?
Okay, so this is, these are, we call it in the store chubby donuts. And these chubby donuts are, oh my gosh, like 3 or 4 times thicker than the smaller donuts that Jamie used on her earrings, okay? They're great for bangles, they're great for necklaces, and in our case, in modern beading, stretchy cord, yeah?
So let's show them how first we picked the staple color of the bracelet. So
All right.
we can talk about like layout.
Okay, so what we have here is we have some Vera wood, which is a nice green wood. Then we have gloomy wood, which is a dark brown gray version. So we have these two woods that we can use for all of this. Is if there's a opinion out there which they like, which wood color you like on this bracelet, we can do that. If not, I'll choose. This again has that beading where the loop is on the bottom here. Beading is through, no, it's like this.
Side to side?
We're going to go
Side to side.
side to side, okay, to build this beautiful piece right here.
Oh, what color?
I don't know.
I feel like the gloomy wood makes the
Color pop a little bit.
Yeah, but the green is so soft. It looks like a face smiling. That also has the double happiness. So it's going to be this way.
Mm-hmm. Again, it's going to be like that.
Yeah. I think this is really nice. Or should we cut this one apart?
Oh, and put that wood. Let's see.
Yeah, because that Wu-Tai could be really...
The Wu-Tai's kind of nice.
always looks nice.
Wu-Tai's always looks good.
It matches.
Let's do that right now.
Okay.
Let's do that right now. I like that Wu-Tai in
Okay.
there.
Now, it's looking a little Princess Leia, like with the two barrels coming out of the head. Yeah, I like the gloomy wood. I like the brown. I like it darker, rather matching so that the jade pops. But that Princess Leia looking, or it looks like it has headphones. So I'm going to have to redo that. Not redo it, but rethink it.
But look at the contrast.
That's pretty. Especially with that red. Oh, where's the little donuts? Do you
Yeah,
think
let's.
We could put the
the donuts in there.
on each side.
Yep. Bring in some color. Tie in some color.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
That's nice.
Oh, let's look at it this way. How's this look?
Do you guys think we should put some metal in there? Like a metal spacer as well? Yeah, we do a lot of collaboration when we're sitting around talking to each other going, what do you think? What do you think?
What?
And Virgo says earmuffs.
And muffs we go. Here you go.
Well, that's pretty. You know what I think what it needs? It needs a bead cap between the two jades. So it goes jade, bead cap, jade. What do you guys think? A bead cap, a metal bead cap, or
I can get a light one.
a bead cap or another color? I like it. So the last thing I'm going to show you, the second to last, is if you have, where did it go? The silicone bracelet at home, you can take something like this and just slide it on your silicone bracelet stick. Let me see if I brought it. I did. Check it out. Look how fun that is.
That's the.
We have jade fish.
That's the ingot that we'll show tomorrow.
Yep. Yippers. Jade fish. You can put a jade flower. These bracelets are so key. Taylor says, I think metal between the wooden beads. Okay, girl, we're going to try. Oh, that's nice. You know, to start off the... Oh, I like it. It's so subtle. It's nice. That's really cool.
It's
oh
a
my gosh.
gold-filled fluted bead cap.
That's nice.
Little color, yeah. Little.
Little pop. But I
Okay.
guess if you wanted to do a double pop, let's see what happens.
You can
if
put one on each side. I mean, it's just gonna. It's not very thick. You can put one on this side.
Oh, that's nice. It just has a little bit more brightness. Okay, I think this is going to be our next bracelet that Jason will start stringing. We'll clean up the area.
In about 10 minutes, we're gonna start the Gemini show. What are you making over there?
I'm going to work on a pendant. So
Let me move my stuff out of the way.
we have some jade roses.
Beautiful.
I picked this one that has like a little green stripe in there. And this jade flower. And then Joan, our customer, she did this. And she made a pendant. Like that. Is that cute? Is that so cute? So, I'm thinking to take it one step further and do a tiny chain tassel. Choo-choo. So the first thing we have to think about is what wire will fit in here. And I think the best wire to put in there is going to be the thickest, right? Whatever the thickest is. Look at my Miffy. Allison, our Sunday girl, she runs the gift shop at the Japanese Cultural Center, and she carries these Miffy magnets in her gift shop. So, and then our friend Rini. So I made a little ruby pink tourmaline necklace for my Miffy. Pretty snazzy, right? And then we have the stretchy cord with fire polish versions. Just want to show that if you're like, I don't know if I'm in the mood to make jewelry, well, you can make jewelry for just about anything in your home, including your vases. Your vase will be so sassy. Okay. So I'm going to take first the flower and I'm going to add a loop. I think I'm going to put the loop on first and work my way down to the tassel. Okay. So this is how I'm going to hang it on my necklace. I know. That is one surefire way to find your tools, is if every time like you pick them up, there's like a little, I wonder if it would be funny if it just kind of rode on the edge of my tool while I'm beading. We'll see. Let's try. I know that would give me a lot of laughs. Now I'm going to string on the flower. And I want it downwards. And then I'm going to put a loop. But I feel like that hole is kind of big. So let me see if I can stuff it. Maybe I should stuff it with a bead, huh? This is 22 gauge wire. I don't know. Oh, it does. It fits my 2.5 gold ball. Well, let me just fill up that entire space so it doesn't wiggle left and right. This gold ball is the bomb. You can use it with really tiny projects or big projects. And what I'm doing is I'm filling up the hole so that the bead doesn't shift left and right on the wire. So like stuffing it. I'm going to put 5 on. I think one more. You guys do that? Take seed beads or something and put it in your large beads.
I do.
I think we're going to show, speaking of large beads, and I do this with, is Calvin beads quite a bit. I stuff his beads with 8/0s, 6/0s, whatever fits. Ooh, that's cute. Okay. Now, I'm going to use my round nose plier because I want a very, very tiny gap, 90-degree angle, and a small enough loop that I can just fit some chain in there. Now just remember that your chain holes have to fit this 22 gauge, okay? So I'm going to, thank you, Andrew, that's so kind. Fit some chain. Oh, here we go. I really like chain 371, and I love this chain. I don't even know what it's called. What is it called? Long, small, dap, long, and short. Because there's a short section, and then a long section, and then a short section. So the short section is 3 tiny chains, and then a long section. It's very hard to say. Okay, so I'm going to put it on. And put it on. How many chains should I put? 3, 5? You can choose. Pick the one you think you would have done, and then I will do it for you so you can see how cute it ends up being. Hold on. One moment while I get it in there and I'll show you. Okay. So here it is with 2 chains. I'm thinking, gosh, I don't know how long to make them. I'm just going to cut at least 5. Okay. Let me just cut. Oh no, Miffy, you're not helping. Let me cut one here. Cut one there. And then I'll put it on again. I was trying to come up with a way to cut chains in a very organized fashion. So I had like a idea of creating a little piece of paper with like the lines on it, and then I could make a little grid and be like, okay, I cut this one 3 times. And then I was like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna do that at all. Oh no! I just dropped the chain. Okay. Here we go. Maybe a little longer on the next 2. And then I'll do one more of the narrow chain. Oh my. And then I'll put one more of the chain I dropped on the ground. Let me be right back. Oh, I found a silver bead on the ground too. Put that on. And I'll make this one a lot longer than its friends. If anyone here has a tassel recipe, please, please shout out and share with the Ohana. Like, oh, my favorite tassels are inch, inch and a half, 3 inches, and so on. Okay, this is what I got with the 5. One more. 5 is good. 2 more. Hard to say. I will pause here for some feedback. I can also trim any of the chains. Feel like I cut the long and short. I feel like that should have been a little longer. But maybe not, because if I wear this as a 16-inch. Okay, we have 3 minutes to decide before I change modes. Janine, Taylor, add more chain. You know, there's something about like when you're working on a project like this and having your friends with you, this is when it's so nice. This is why I love our bead jams, when I'm like, what do you think? What do you think? I mean, some of it I definitely have feelings for, and I'll be like, got it. Let's see if one more just would be fun. It's also fun just having opinions.
Yeah, I took the barrels out and just left the donuts. It's cuter.
Oh, that is cute.
And it wraps around a lot better.
So you took out the earmuffs.
I took the earmuffs out. And
Okay, you show the earmuffs.
No, they're like just this. Very subtle, kind of pretty.
I like.
You like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna stop at 5. You know why? Because the wire wrap loop that I made is not enjoying being stuffed to the gills with all these chains. I got it on there, but it was very like, oh please gosh, no, stop. So, here we go. If I want to make it visually thicker, guess what I can do? I'm sure you're all at home going, I know, you can wrap beads on each of those chains. Let me wrestle with this real quick. Oh my God, Isha mess. You ever seen hands panic on a live? Well, I'm trying not to do that for you right now. Okay. Because when you wrap it, you still need something to hang on while you're wrapping it shut. Okay, I got it. Phew! I'm holding the chain. I'm gonna wrap towards the bead. And then I'm going to clip it, tuck it down, take off my Rui. Pop this photo up later. Ooh, it's cute.
That's cute.
Yeah. You want to know something funny, you guys? I might have to redo it. I did not take in account to the fact that the rose has such a big hole. It's actually sliding on all my gold balls. Look. So, of this, will it work or won't it? It's sort of half worked and sort of half didn't. And who knows, maybe it's kind of cute having that little gap there. Not sure. You vote, okay? Tell me, cute with the gap or cute with no gap? So that's no gap. And the tassel. And that's with it falling over the gold beads. So at least the wire's not exposed. So gap with the chain. Okay. I'm going to put my necklace on. Vote, everybody. I appreciate your feedback. And Jason, can I show off my necklace before we start the next round of stuff? I'll start cleaning up. I think flipping it to make the tassel from the bottom to make it look, oh my gosh, what a great idea. Taylor, I have to cut it all apart. Janine says fidget. I like that too. But it is. It's like very, the whole thing, look, can you see it? It's like very fidgety. The whole thing moves. Okay, that's my rose. But I do like that idea of the rose stem. Who knows, when you see me next, that thing might be upside down or right side up. So these are the barrels on my earring hoops. I did have to, just FYI, test out quite like 10 of them to make sure it would fit on this style. This is a different earring that I just used tiny chain and I hung it through.
Can you put it by your face first and then move it towards the camera?
Okay. So chain going through the donut, just straddling the donut, and I would wire wrap it next time because I had to hand make that little jump ring out of like 24 gauge wire so it wouldn't open up. So I do recommend making just a wire wrap through the two chains instead. That was cute. Oh my goodness. And then my little jade earring that I need to get an ear wire. Well, now I'm blurry.
No, let your hands come back. There, and then pull it forward. Keep going. It should track you.
It's not. Let me see. My little green donut earring. That's cute. I'll take pictures of all of this stuff and I'll pop it on so you can see how the gourd looked too. All right, let us clean up. Jason, if you can put up
I'm gonna put the show ready.
give us a minute while I clean up all this jade and then you can play some music. I'll send you pictures, Karen. I know. That is a Janine, that is a great theme. How to use tiny scrap. Okay, I'm gonna clean up, okay, Jay?
And we are live.
Again.
It's 2 o'clock-ish. And we are starting the Gemini show.
I want to start with my favorite thing in just a second. am showing my Kiki and Lala earrings. This is what I'm most excited about, so I'm gonna just kick it off with this. Okay. Welcome to the Gemini show. Oh, I'm gonna put these earrings on, okay?
Oh, wait, the music is still on.
Oh, is it?
There you go.
Okay. Can I please borrow the camera? Hi, it's still me. But now I'm changing up my Jade for my Kiki and Lala earrings. Now, I grew up a Hello Kitty fan. Okay. Now, Hello Kitty had these friends. They're the little twin stars. I don't know. If anybody remembers them, could you please shout out, like, if you remember Hello Kitty or her friends, the little twin stars? Because the little twin stars is who we're celebrating today. Oh, my ear is like, no thank you. I'll just have to hold these earrings up. Kiki and Lala were the little twins, the little twin stars, and they were so silly. Like, they even had these little curved bangs. Anyhow, they are Geminis, Kiki and Lala, and I only realized that last week. So one of the twins was pink and the other twin's color was blue, exactly like this. Okay, so this is a rose quartz and a colored quartz. I thought, oh my God, I thought they're so silly when I found these beads. And it didn't even occur to me how Kiki and Lala they were until recently. And I was like, this is a perfect cutie for the Gemini show. Now, Geminis, they're air signs. I'm a Sagittarius and I fall under fire. So there's fire, earth, air, and water. So fire signs. So each sign is like what your nature quality is like. So for air people, they're light and bright, they're energetic, and especially these Geminis, if you know any Geminis, they have a duality like Kiki and Lala. So I thought we could celebrate that duality in today's show. Okay. What is duality? So that is like celebrating the yin and the yang at the same time. Being super social, but being very introspective at the same time. And so that's like working in two tones. That's working like metal and woods together. It's like banded agates, you know, where there's like the layering on there. Things that are sparkly, things that are grounded and expressive at the same time. So that's pretty cool, right? Let me show you our first thing that we came up with, which I'm really, really happy about. Let me take it off. So that would be this earring. And we made them as bead kits. So you get 10 pink stars. Ta-da! Then you get 10 blue stars. Ta-da! Sorry, you don't get the spoons. I could only find a small set of these when we were in Bali. So you get 10 little stars, and they look like the candy. You know, in Japan, they make these little candies that are sugar candies. And you're Gemini! So you're going to get 10, 10, and then you get 2 moons. Because I feel like this earring, not this earring, but if you want to make this earring with your other set of beads, because you do get 10 of each bead, so you'll have enough. Okay, you will have enough to do 2 pairs. So you can pick any of these in the variant. I know, I can't help it. I always want to give you guys 50 options, and I know, I mean, I've been doing this so long, I know the best thing is to give you one option.
Can you tell them how to use the option?
But I can't. Yes. So when you pick the kit, if you put in mix 154.
Sold.
For
MIX 154.
yep,
Hit
sold.
enter.
And you're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 choices, and that's because everybody has a different style. So let me show you what it could look like. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if you pick the small silver charm option, that's what it's going to look like right there with the silver. If you pick the small gold crescent, okay, if you pick the large one, I think even though we all would have the same beads, I like the idea of all of us having the one that fits us best. A larger moon. I like the Thai moon. So cute.
That's my favorite.
That's cheesy. See, I think everybody has a different favorite. There's just no, there's not one, yeah, there's really in the world not one thing that suits everybody, right? That Thai moon, so cute. And then we have the open moon link. Now all of these are available after after like a few days. All of these you can just buy only the moons if you want them. So if you don't want the stars with them, you don't have to get the stars, okay? Don't worry about that. But just for today, for inventory purposes, I did lump it all together. So when we put it together, it's a lot easier for us. Okay, look at that. The open moon, this is sterling and this is gold fill. And then we have, this has a crystal inside a pewter. That one's so cute. And then the last one is a gold plated crescent, which is thicker than that one. I mean, really, don't you guys agree? All of these looks are so different that I couldn't pick which one I really liked. It was funny because I told Shelby, pick the one she picked. She liked these. I liked this. Jason likes this. So I mean, there was no win. So finally I was like, I'm gonna put them all in. Okay, so this is your choices.
Can you give them the numbers?
Yes, I think you're gonna have to bring it up for me.
Okay, so this is mix 154. In mix 154, you guys.
The Thai moon is M1938. So you're going to pick the one that says M1938. I handpicked all these moons. I dug through hundreds of them to find the one where they had the cleanest curves and the pointiest points at the bottom. So I feel really proud of that accomplishment in life. Thai. This is the antique pewter moon with a crystal.
Those are their choices right there.
Mm-hmm. They all have different numbers. So if you cannot figure it out based on, I did make descriptions. So we have the large silver moon.
That's it.
Small silver moon.
That's it.
Small gold moon.
Mm-hmm.
Pewter moon with crystal. This is the only one with a crystal.
That's right.
This is the only sterling silver one, the sterling silver moon link. This is the only gold fill, the gold fill moon link. Thai silver, and this is the gold open crescent, which is gold plated over pewter. Isn't that amazing? Like just in moons alone. You know what I'm thinking? I could make a moon charm bracelet.
You could with that thing.
Yeah, like now that I'm looking at it, and I could put like
Kiki Lala bracelet.
I know, with all of those stars in between. So that's one thing you can make.
You gotta wait at least 3 days, Jamie. At least until Tuesday.
Yes, and then I'll put it up.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this in replay, you can grab this mix until probably, for about a week. We'll have it available for a week. And then
it'll just be the beads.
it'll just be this.
These, be the beads.
Yeah, so sweet.
Super sweet. Thank you
Okay.
for making those Kiki Lala.
My pleasure.
Those are cute. I really like the video that you put on. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, did you guys see the reel? Oh my gosh. Shelby had such a fun time making that one.
And
So, oh, if you're wanting to do a graduation gift, this is so cute. It has such that feeling right now of
shooting for the stars.
yeah, I was gonna say of youthful
Mhm.
anime,
It's very airy. That's
Comic
what
Con.
Yeah.
It's very Gemini. Okay,
Yeah.
that is the first thing.
And Stephanie, please choose in the variant the shape that you want for your crescents.
Yes.
Thank you.
I feel
All
like
right.
leaving this here because it's so.
Happy?
Yeah.
You might have to zoom out then a little bit.
Okay. Now we have some pewter Gemini charms. So if you have a friend that is a Gemini and you want to give them a charm with the twins hanging on the moon, that's CS042, and it's about the same size as a quarter.
Mm-hmm. That one's a fun one. That's lead-free pewter.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Love it.
And if you're more cutesy, I have a Gemini charm made by Mark Poulin. This is M1695 for $45. And we threw in a stainless chain so that if you want to wear it right away, you can just string it on. And oh, you know what's cute? The backside. It says Gemini. Yep. I love it. And we do have these for every sign.
Oh my god, that's so cute. That one threw me off a little bit when he designed that because it reminded me of Pisces. You know, the two fish?
Oh, yes, yes, yes,
When he
yes.
did that one.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I couldn't, but yeah.
Pair energy is big, yeah, in all of the.
Yeah, pairing energy is very big. The yin yang is very much part of that. What
Okay,
you got next?
now, orange banded agate. Because of the whole layered theme.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute. We have it in two sizes. So this is P3217. 8mm
Switch them. There you go.
and 10mm.
You guys should really look at how closely banded these are.
It's pretty.
They're really, in the contrast, it's very neat.
Very nice, nice, nice,
Great
clean bands.
Very clean bands. So the 8mm is $3 and the 10mm is $4. Those.
And you might notice, and this is why they're on the live, is that there's light orange and there's dark orange.
Tangerine orange.
Mm-hmm. So this one pulls more reddish orange, and this one pulls more like creamsicle orange.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want any today, we will sort it for you. Aw, Janine, you're so cute.
Oh, that's sweet. Mark has a way of doing that, yeah.
Making cuties.
Yeah, he makes them so cute.
I love these beads.
Oh, I love that one. It's like having your own personal evil eye bead.
Mm-hmm. And I like where they drilled it so that it's not, so that you do see the evil eye.
Right.
Because sometimes they'll drill it this
Right on the
way.
eye.
So then you can only see the banding.
Yeah.
Janine, I love your turquoise mood today. I definitely do.
You told him about your banded, your lapis mood the other day.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's cute.
Oh, that's cute.
I do love me orange. Jason is doing exercises. Oh my gosh. there's going to be some planetary shifts and different alignments this year. Something with the moon. So we will come back to you with information about that so you can see. We have a whole bunch of stars. This is their first time out. They were in the back, and Allison goes, "What are all of those stars?"
Puffy stars.
And I was like, "Oh, okay, we should show those." So the stars are part of the star moon theme. They're $3, and we have tiger eye, green aventurine, rose quartz,
Of course, and we can pull it for you.
regular quartz, red jasper, yellow aventurine, sodalite, and amethyst. So if you wanted to make
And Jamie will pull 3 for you for the banded agate. Those are very cool.
I'm missing one.
Yep. Pink.
So you can make a little bracelet. That's cute. So these are really thick and puffy. And they almost look like those paper stars. And that's silly. I like the way it indents in. So aventurine, sodalite, amethyst, tiger eye, yellow aventurine, and rose quartz. I'm going to have Jason show you the fluorite, and I'm going to say bye to my friend, Elise. So now we're showing them the fluorite that is got the duality of the light and the dark.
Duality. Okay, I'll give you guys the numbers for the stars in a minute. We'll do them one by one. These are the fluorite 13 millimeter ones and the 13.5. Little bit difference in sizing. P3124. If I can find it. There we go. So we have the larger one here. And it's interesting how the larger one has a darker purple to the piece versus the 13 millimeter. Both the same price, but you can see how different the cut was in the material. Look at that. So this is on the right hand side the 13 millimeter in that beautiful purple fluorite, and 13.5 on the left hand side with the darker purple fluorite. You guys choose which one you like. Lovely, beautiful fluorite beads. Great protection stone. Also, this purple resonates that mental acuity that you can gain from using purple around you. Always good to have. It is a softer stone, so you must be careful when you wear these. You can chip them. You can wear them down a bit. Sometimes I have people who wear them a lot because they love the bead so much. They actually wear the contact, the high point of the bead off. So if you are rough with your pieces, make sure you rotate your beads so that way you don't damage them. But again, if you think in practice of Buddhism, it's all impermanent.
Those are so cool.
Yeah. So the dark one is the bigger one. The lighter one is the smaller one. That's the way I remember it out on the floor. But they're pretty. I really like this. I gotta get some of this purple. It's really,
I think it'd
getting
be a
there.
nice focal for a bracelet.
It is. I was trying to. I was putting it on there. I think we might do it with wood, so it's soft all around.
I'm going to show Miss Connie.
Okay.
Okay, so this is our other Gemini project. If you can put that on your wrist.
Yep. So this is another Gemini project. This one's the. These are our bow tie beads. We also have this white brass and some. This amber. Interesting.
Connie made that for her niece's friend.
Yeah.
And so we like the black and white interlocking action because it looked like,
Stunning.
yeah.
It's very. It grabs you, and if you'll notice that in the black, you're gonna have matte and shiny at the same time. Ah, Gemini.
Yep. That's why it's in here.
And then this white one though is just.
So
White
if you guys
quartzite.
don't want full strands on this one, let me know and I can half the strand if you're planning on doing something like this.
Yeah. Please, you have to text us.
You have to.
You have to text us at this number. If you're international, you can go to the website and you can use the web chat on there, the little the yellow flag. Please use that one. If you do like the Gem 1205, it's kind of all over the place, so I have to find it.
Oh, the white quartzite.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you guys want to split strands, let me know. I love that black and white. And I like how it kind of just extends into the wood. It has like a very snake-like quality.
So there is 2 of them around. There's even a smaller one, if you guys are into the smaller ones. Look at that one.
Gem 1204.
That's Gem 1204, if you like those bow tie beads.
I do. I do. Our vendor from Hong Kong was the only one that made those.
Yeah.
And I'm so sad to report that they have declined in production over the last 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm. And they're only doing international shows now.
Yeah.
To keep costs down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they said that they lost a lot of their employees.
Mhm.
So like a lot of their cutters they don't have cutters anymore to produce.
Yeah. So if you want your black and white and you don't want to buy a full strand, text us or web chat us.
I'm trying to find my kit because I made a kit for graduation.
Uh-huh.
Or just like for summer projects with younger people.
Yes.
I'm looking for the kit number. Give me 1 second. Right there. KT345 for the horoscope. Oh,
This one?
oh, you're on the moon. I'm so sorry. Go
I didn't
ahead.
know you were going
The
to make.
crescent bead. Yes, yes, yes.
Let's do the
We
crescent
found
bead.
2 last strands of this and some by the piece. So if you want to get 1 black moon and you want to do a focal for a necklace, these are nice.
That's the crescent moon if you want a full strand. If you want just the bead itself, we have it here somewhere.
Piece 1665. And that's all we have of these. Jason and I were like, how come we know? How is it that we didn't make a project with these?
They're very fun.
I'm going to show them where the hole is.
Yep. What if I do this?
That's nice. You know what's nice about this one? Is if like you don't want to use it through both holes, look, you can just do it through one.
Yep. Cute charm.
Mm-hmm.
Very cute charm.
Mm-hmm.
Super cute charm. So.
Or you can wear it this way,
Mm-hmm.
and it has that very Middle Eastern look where it looks like a breastplate
Yep.
style type
Mhm.
bead.
Yep. I like that.
Judy, for the star bracelet, I would wire wrap it. That'd
Yep.
be so cute. I'll try and make I'll try to do it. I'll end this show. We don't have much to show you today, so we'll probably end early. I'll start wrapping those to show you.
And real quick,
Cuteness.
and I told them that I would tell them the numbers for the stars because we didn't tell them the numbers.
Oh, no.
We did not tell them the number for the stars.
Okay.
So P30. So we're going to go from top to bottom.
I thought it was a variant.
No variant. No variant. And we got to do them one by one. They're here. There. Okay. So.
You want to start with the yellow aventurine?
Sure. So this is yellow aventurine. Often you can, there's two ways you can call this one. You can call it red aventurine or yellow aventurine. If it pulls a little bit more brown, then go for it. You know, you can call it red aventurine. But for
Jason, if they
Yes?
want to buy the stars in the show,
Mhm.
should we let them pick light or dark? Because, like, there's some variants, like especially in some of them. So we
Well-
could do that. I could write it down
well,
just for today.
what they can do is they can go sold P3376 and put light.
Oh, okay, that's a great idea.
And
Okay,
so if you
do
guys
that.
want a yellow aventurine that's light, you want it dark, put down P, sold P3376, light, P3376 dark. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So that's yellow aventurine. The next one is going to be the white quartz. Dunk. Really pretty. It is semi-transparent, semi-translucent. It isn't a true crystal quartz in the sense of it being all the way white. It actually, or all the way clear.
Did you guys see me take that one out?
Was it chipped?
No,
What?
it didn't look like a good star, so I took it out.
Oh, falling star. Okay. And that is the white quartzite. They will all be drilled center from one tip to the other, like this. Okay, if that's the question that we'll be getting soon. Okay.
These stars are
That is white quartz P3375.
Oh gosh, what if you drilled them out with bigger holes and then put it on like a bangle?
Oh, we could. We could. Green aventurines next.
Hawaii.
Very, very cute. Sold P3374. This one has a beautiful green hue with a little bit of that tinge of blue, which gives it that aventurine color. I love it.
That one you can put light or dark as well, and
Yeah.
I'll pick through it.
Yeah, we can do that for you. And if you don't choose, if you don't have a preference, don't worry. You can either text us, or if you don't know it now, we can text us later. But if you don't, like Anne would probably ask us to choose for her. That's pretty.
So that all the colors look good together.
Yep. All right. So those are the first three. Next one is going to be the red jasper. Fully opaque, natural banding, meaning that we have these that are the plain ones.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have these that are the
Banded.
banded ones.
Please make a note if you want banded or solid. You know, like no banded.
We'll do our best to give you.
The banded ones are really cool.
No, they are. They're
Look.
very, very cool.
Like something like that. I'm gonna come closer. Look. I love it.
Nice. That is the red jasper. Next one up is going to be our rose quartz. And it is pink. This one you should choose either light or dark if you guys are picking the rose quartz. Really pretty. And again, the drilling is like so. Okay, rose quartz, don't have to talk too much about it. Beautiful heart chakra bead. Amethyst. Light or dark? Please choose light or dark. This one's a tricky one. We have light ones like this. Have that lavender, beautiful lavender color right here. Isn't that pretty?
That one's super pretty. I
Yeah.
know it looks really light on screen, but in person, that's actually like my favorite.
Lavender. And then dark would be this beautiful dark purple. If purple is what you're looking for.
Pretty, pretty, pretty.
Oh my, I can't even. There we go. All right, that's Amethyst Stars P3371. Next one up is going to be the Sodalite. We won't do anything for this because we'll just do random. If you do 2, we'll try to match it our best that we can. It's a very nice white to light denim blue. Very natural blue. This is great with coral. A good red bead. Okay, so Sodalite. These are all $3. Last but not least, Tiger Eye. Yay. Microcrystalline quartz. This is a quartz bead. Doesn't look like quartz, but it is. Choose dark or light. This is considered a dark. If you told me, Jason, I want dark Tiger Eye, this would be it. If you just want Tiger Eye, I'm going to get you guys this one.
Are the two sides different?
Sometimes. Depends on how they cut it too, yeah. So, there you go. Isn't that nice? These are fun. Fun beads. So,
it's a really cute bead to hang as a charm on a bracelet.
yeah, these are tough. These don't break very easily. I like how tough they are. They're
Maybe
quartz.
I'll use them in my moon charm bracelet.
You should. I think this is going to be a nice bead for that.
That's cute.
Yeah. Okay, so those are our 8 different stars that Jamie found, Allison found, to show
Hiding in the
for
back.
hiding in the back with the Kiki and Lala show.
I like how she came rushing out. What is this?
Uh-huh.
Why are you guys stashing it? I was like, oh, I forgot.
That's so funny. All right, guys, so that's the stars. All right, Jamie's going to show you a bracelet now. It's going to be a kit of sorts. Is this one of them? Or this one? Which one is it?
I'll do this one.
Okay, go ahead.
Because this is a little special. This is a little $10 special we did. Because I didn't have many of these. I used these in finished jewelry. And I had made necklaces. So these are my charms. They're so cute.
You got it? Mix 156.
And it's do more to your right. I'm just going to show them what it looks like. Okay.
Okay, guys, so in this one we have 2 different types of kits. We have the Dumortierite and we have the Tiger Iron. Basically, it's red and blue. Kiki and Lala. So, when you do choose your Mix 156, you will be getting, Jamie?
Mix 156 for $10. There's very few of these. Like 3. So this is the Dumortierite.
Which is the blue.
And in it is 2 moons, 2 sterling silver glitter balls, and 4 gold fill rounds, okay?
You got
For
that?
$10.
For $10.
So you can make an earring with it.
Yeah. You guys got to go in there. This one is limited stock, so you guys got to go in there right now. As soon as you type down Mix 156, go into the comment, the messenger, and choose.
Can you put Mix 156 up for me?
I thought I did. I thought I clicked it.
Click it one more time.
That was weird. That was really weird. Okay.
So it's Dumortierite. The other one, what did we write it as? Tiger Iron? Or
Tiger Iron.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So
the
that
other
one's
one's
Tiger
Tiger Iron.
Okay.
And so that looks like this. So I made earrings and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys want sterling, gold fill. So I didn't include chain, ear wires, and I just left it. So it'd be $10 for 2 moons, 2 sterling silver balls, and 4 gold, so that you can make exactly this with whatever color you like. It's just 1 head pin. Use a 24 gauge, 26 gauge, run it right up through the bottom of the moon, add your beads on, come out of the top. Kim, I'll figure that out for you.
Almost 10.
I'll do a layout
Almost
and
10.
show you.
Almost 10, I think.
10?
Yeah,
Okay.
almost 10.
So that's these. Now, if you want to buy it finished, I had Clarine, I think, and I were wrapping these one day because I was like, let's make earrings. Can you tell we were going to make earrings? And then we were just like, let's let's not. I don't know what happened. Life, life. So if you want to buy one of these charms, it is sterling silver or gold fill, and they're $10. So you can just tell me if you want one of the charms. Can you pass me a little tag so I can tag them? Right over there. And then if you like it, I will just, you can just put it in as a MISC 10. So this has a little snowflake obsidian star. This is the only tiger iron right here. The rest are dumortierite. So dumortierite, to say that, dumortierite with CZ, cubic zirconia, and this is a rutilated quartz on the bottom of this tiger iron, and they're all $10. So you can make charms with them. Gold fill, sterling silver, gold fill, gold fill, gold fill. Then if you want the kit, those are $10. And I only have, like I said, 3 of one and 5 of the other. And we did pair them the best we could, so their 2 moons will look as close as possible as they can. Okay. If you want chain, because you're like, oh, I love this earring, you can get a couple inches of these chains. This is the one I was using earlier in my necklace. This is the long and short gold filled chain number 271, CH271. And you would need 2 inches. So before you close off your head pin, you want to wrap the chain links in. Taylor, I will save you your little charm. Ooh. And as a thank you, Taylor, for anyone who bought the charm, I wanted to give you a little star. So if you want to link it onto something, so tell me, do you want a big star or a little star to go with your pendant? This is CH271. CH271 also comes in rose gold.
And sterling's coming in soon.
I cannot wait. I love this chain. This chain is such a cutie to wear. Very simple, just as a bracelet. Just get like 6.5, maybe 7 inches, 6 inches, and just wrap it, or just use a jump ring to close it. It is so sweet. I think I'll make a little bracelet today with it. Okay, that's the kit.
That's the kit. We're missing 1 bead somewhere.
Right in here.
Okay.
Comment sold if you feel like making these earrings.
The bigger star.
And you know what?
Here.
Okay, put that in. Don't forget to screenshot this right now so you can make it. Here, hold on. Okay. I put a little screenshot if you want to. So you'll have that. I think we have one more, just 2 more things to show today.
Okay, we gotta put that one back in.
I made a graduation project. I think because I went to graduation, I was like, oh, this is for Anne. That's Anne.
Anne, okay.
They're cute. I mean, I think that these are really, really sweet. Oh, do we have my little thing?
What?
Of my stars.
It's right there. Right there.
Oh. And do you want a little star or a big star to go with your pendant? You can wrap that above it. Let me know.
What you looking for? No.
Me? I'm going to show my bracelet. Check this out. This is my graduation kit project. This is KT, what was it? Jason, do you think you can find the kit for me?
Yeah, I'll have to find it.
Okay. He's on the hunt. I wanted to make something that a beginner could make that would be easy. I don't know how easy it is to get on because I have to put a charm on the bottom. Okay. So what it looks like. It's got the Gemini charm and a little heart enamel. I made it $12 because I was like, Shelby, what is the price point that you would feel like you're comfortable with? And she was like, Shelby's 16. And you never made anything in your life, but you wanted to look cute. And she's like, oh, Auntie, I like that. So it's got a plated clasp, plated chain. The clasp is probably not going to stay gold for a long time, okay? But the chain, it does. This is one of the chains that I wore for months before like the gold wore off. It's got a little enamel charm and then a white one. Why? Because Gemini has the duality, so black and white. And we included jump rings. So all you have to do to make this is open and close jump rings. And I thought, what a great project for a beginner. So originally we were only going to offer it for Geminis. And then I thought, oh my God, but what if you're not a Gemini and you want to give a graduation, you know, little project? Or if you're going to go to a party and you're like, come, I want to show you how to make something in like 5 minutes. So I'm going to show you. You're going to jump ring the clasp on. Jump ring this ring on, so that's 2 jump rings. Then you're going to jump ring the charm on, that's 3. And then you jump ring the heart on, that's 4. So with 4 jump rings, someone can have the pleasure, right, and the first time experience of making their own jewelry. I hope you guys like that idea because I've been trying to rack my brains on how to give other people, especially younger people, the first time feeling of making something. And honestly, it's not just for younger people, it's for anyone who has lost their confidence or feels like they don't know how to be creative. I want to do something that is successful. So that is going to be our come into the store. You can make this kind of feeling. And we have those rings, Kate. I don't know if you guys remember. If you're like, oh, but what if they don't have tools? We have those jump ring openers. And so I'm going to test that in our next Will It Work or Won't It? I'll probably do that this week. In my mind, I think we can do this with 2 of those rings. So if someone doesn't have any tools at home, I mean, if they have 1, we're in luck. But if they don't have any tools, I'm thinking that we might be able to do that with the 2 rings or a screw top. So I'm going to test it out and make this a doable project by anyone. So wish me luck. That is my current project at hand.
Very cute. And then, besides the horoscope bracelet, it's not just Gemini, correct?
Correct.
So you get to choose
any of the signs.
if you guys type in sold KT345. You'll be getting to choose between the 12 different horoscope signs for graduation, and or just a fun thing, you know?
Whatever sign you are.
Yep, right there.
My mom is entertaining some of our cousins' kids this summer too, so I was like, oh, I want to put something easy together so Mama can sponsor.
Last one.
Jump ring opener rings don't yield nice closures. Okay, thank you, Taylor. I appreciate your feedback. And I'll try to think of other options as well. Okay, what else? I think that is it for today. So I'm going to take the stars. I have 6 minutes. So I'm going to take the stars and work on a quick layout and talk about how to figure out how many beads you need for a project, because that is a very common question that we get. So why don't we get my ruler, talk about that. Okay, bringing that up. So usually when we're doing like a straight stringing project, I go ahead and I think about, am I going to put any kind of spacer in between? Usually I do, because I do like things that hinge, where they're not so stiff next to each other. One moment while I grab a random ball. Okay, this is probably maybe not the bead I use, but it's just something I found on the side. And if you're not going to do the whole thing, I do about like 2-3 inches worth, a minimum. Sometimes if it's a big bead, 1 inch of beads isn't a good measurement, because, let me tell you why in just a second. Let me get a piece of wire. Because 1 inch is not enough for you to be exact. When you're stringing your pattern, especially with stars, I do recommend stringing always from the same direction. So if you're going to go into the concave part, then make sure you do the concave part repeatedly as your entry hole. If you're going to do the tip, then the same way. It makes it look a little more pleasant to the eye when the stars are not all cuckoo. Okay. Here is, I took a very bent piece of wire, okay? So I also tend to include the length of my jump ring and my clasp. So let's take a small one then. So even the smallest one that I have, which is a 6mm spring, yeah, Jay, and a 6mm closed ring. Let's say I'm going to crimp this on. That's about 1 inch. So you're going to take off 1 inch from your bracelet. So if you wanted a 6.5 inch bracelet, now you know you only need 5.5 inches, because your clasp, your crimp, your wire protector will take up that space. Or if you're wire wrapping, your clasp, your ring, and your linkage to hold it together is going to be about anywhere from 3/4 to 1 inch. So let's say I want a 6.5 bracelet. And you always have to take into consideration how thick the beads are, because the thicker the bead, the tighter it will feel on your wrist. So this is little over 7 inches, okay? So this bracelet, this is the store sample. So let me look. Do I want it a tiny bit smaller? Maybe, just so it doesn't come down my wrist. So I'm going to take off 1/2 inch. So maybe I want this. This bracelet is almost 7.5. So I will say that I want a 6 3/4. Okay. 6 3/4 minus my 1 inch or my clasp is 5 3/4. And right now I'm almost at 3 inches. So it is approximately 2 beads per inch. Yeah, 2, 4, 6 beads. Yep, it's about 2 beads per inch. So if I'm going to do 6 1/4, then I'm going to do this times 2, 3, 6, 12 plus 1. So I'll need 13 beads if I straight string it. Okay, 13 beads if I straight string. So I'm going to wire wrap it. The wire wrapping adds a little bit to each side, right? So if I'm going to wire wrap the 3, what I would do is I'm going to pick the lighter colors so we can see how cute that is. How many beads would I need? Oh, the light colors are cute. It looks so pastel kawaii. Okay. So this with a loop on each side. Each of my loops are about here. So it's going to be 3/4 of an inch. Maybe a little less. Okay. So it is going to be, with that bead, about, what is this line? 3/4 of an inch per. So that means I'll need 1 3/4 of an inch times 2 is 1.5 inches. So then that's 2 per 1.5 inches. So I'll need 8 to get 6 inches. And then I want to go a little bit more, so 9. And then my clasp and my ring. So that's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I hope, Taylor, I guess 9. Yep. So I hope that kind of helps. Like, I just stop and think about, move it on my ruler and kind of visualize. If you're going to do super tiny wire wraps, which I don't recommend if you're using 22 gauge, because then they get tight and they link and stick to each other. So if you want to do super tiny loops, I recommend you use there we go, green, blue, pink. I would recommend you use maybe 24 gauge half hard wire. And I also like to think about what color do I want the most, because as you can see, the green repeats 4 times. So if you're a pink fan, you may want to start on the pink. I usually pick my favorite colors to start with when I'm doing a project. That way I can guarantee that I get to have it in there multiple times. Cute! That's really cute. I think I'm going to do that. So here is the straight stringing. Here is the wire wrap. Now, if you're going to do like a necklace and you put chain in between, you can move it down even further, because this is 1/2 inch of chain. Ooh, that would be really cute, huh? But tell me if there's anything you want to see, and I will space it out for you so you get a better idea of how many beads you need. Then once you have these projects lying around your house and they're your pieces of jewelry, that's then I just use a repeated one that fits well and go, okay, I'm going to copy this one. Okay. Thank you very, very much. That was fun. Oh, tomorrow we have our bead jam, so don't forget, if you are, oh no, I dropped something. If you are in our premium, to come meet us tomorrow for the bead jam. I'm going to put my Kiki and Lala earrings on. 10:30. I will be here. Getting it going. I don't know what I'm going to make tomorrow. I was thinking about this class that I'm going to do on the premium with gold wire components. So I was going to work on some of those components. I could mix and match it and then show you guys what you can do with it. I think I'm going to redo this necklace tomorrow too and turn it up the other way. Because you know what it looks like? With it like, sort of like with this jaunty beret action going on here. Now it looks like a pineapple. So I think if I flip it, dun, da, 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 this way, it will look like a little flower with the tassel at the bottom. Yeah? So cute. Thanks for all the advice. I can make a focal segment of stars with chain in the back. Oh, yes. In fact, I think I should actually make this one because it looks really nice. And then when I, if I have my hair like here, it's going to have like a nice, oh, look at this. Did I pick these colors to go with my dress? Do you think I subconsciously did that? Look, that's funny. Maybe I should do this instead. I'm going to leave it here so that tomorrow when we get going, I'll be ready. Janine, we will see you in the winter, my friend. You should enjoy the outdoors while you can, girl. And we will enjoy you when you're not in your yard. I do miss beading with all of you, so I'm looking forward to tomorrow a lot. I cannot wait to do some beading together, and I think Teresa's going to try and join us. It does match my dress, right, June? It's like, it's perfect. Okay. Do you guys want to chit-chat about anything else before I go? Anything on your mind? Any questions about beads? I really, really am into the whole jade thing right now, and I think it's because with everything in fast fashion and so many people that are moving at a different pace in life, you know, where the consumerism is so quick, I'm really trying to slow down and introduce more people to beading, to enjoying the process, to understanding like there's so much feeling and emotion that's tied into creating something that's meaningful. So even as I go ahead, I make a $12 bracelet that's I don't know, it's like maybe it's not like the highest quality. It's okay because if it's a starter and it gets someone to have that sense of pride, oh my gosh, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot to want to leave our good wishes, right, on the future of other people who are inhabiting this planet, who are on this crazy ride at the same time with us, so that, I mean, it makes it better for all of us. Thank you. Thank you. Take a bow. Say, I love myself. Thank you for making a difference in all of our lives, because everyone who shows up, your friendship, your kind comments, your support, thank you for supporting our small business. Thank you for supporting our life so that we can support a larger community. I mean, that's what we're here for. I'm always appreciative. Me and Jason are always grateful. We're always talking about how much we do love our community, and we want to have a safe place for not just us, but for all of us. Because what's a safe place if you're all alone? I don't know. That sounds kind of boring. I want to be in a safe place with my friends that are furiously beating, like Taylor. I love it. Okay, go furiously bead, my friend. I'm sending you lots of love and aloha. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow at 10:30. I'm going to make so much stuff. I'm so excited.